Hello, you wonderful Rise of Kingdoms players out there. This is Dragothien here, and it is time. It is time for a new kind of KvK. Not only that, there's also another new kind of KvK. So I hope you kind of buckle in and settle down because we have got some rules to go over. We have got some amazing rewards to go over and some new mechanics in the new Heroic Anthem KvK coming up. So first off at the top right, this is in Kingdom 2. Looks like it was released in the first two kingdoms, just like pretty much everything else in this game. They get the first dibs on everything. This little battle war horn kind of thing over here on the top right corner, we're going to click it, and now we have a Season of Conquest, Choose Your Story. Now, it looks like there's 3 days that you're going to get to be able to register for the kind of Season of Conquest that you want your kingdom to participate in. Now, we heard about the new Heroic Anthem KvK. It is clickable because we're gonna be able to go through this and go through the rewards, go through everything, guys. It's all here. I'm gonna go through all of it and break it down in this video. But if you take a peek over here on the right, Trojan Horse, another new type of KvK. So pretty cool. For those of you that know the Trojan Horse story, it's the Odyssey type of setup where you've got the Trojans versus the Greeks and Achilles and things like that. I think that Achilles may be a commander coming up pretty soon as well, and maybe that'll be the reward for Trojan Horse. Who knows? Let me hide my my visual here, my glorious personage, so you can see the Heroic Anthem in all of its glory right there. Now, again, for Season 1 and 2, or for Kingdom 1 and 2, the registration's 3 days. It's going to start on November 3rd, and it ends basically the day before Christmas, which is interesting. It's a 51-day deal, so season length 51. I'll go ahead and bring myself back up so we can see what's going on. So, number of camps 4, and we already kind of got a little bit of a glimmer on what that looks like. It's basically Earth, Wind, Air, and Fire. Those are your 4 different camps. You have season length 51, and then you've got total kingdoms 5. So that's going to be interesting. There's 4 camps, but 5 kingdoms. Very interesting. I'm going to go into the shop first just to get you guys excited because this is really good. We're going to click the shop, and there's new coinages, okay? You've got first the season coins, which you are earned by completing research in the Crystal Research Center, which you build in your city, and we'll go over what that looks like. And then you also have conquest coins, which is basically going to be the new honor points system, I think. I think there might also be honor points as well, but conquest coins are earned by doing the achievements in the Crusader achievement section. So you'll get these 2 different types of coins, and you can use those coins to do different things. You can also stack up your coins if you would like. And I'll go into that in a little bit as well. Now, some of the rewards that you can get into. Certainly legendary materials are going to be a hot ticket item. Legendary commander sculptures are nice. However, as you go through some of these other options to pick from, you may want to skimp on these sculptures and go after some of this other stuff. So as you can see, we have legendary city skins. This is the first KvK city skin that you can win, the Twilight Falls. This is a skill damage skin with XP bonus. So if you were not able to get into the top 20 on your first KvK, you can in fact get it anyway by using the conquest coins in the Heroic Anthem KvK. Same thing for Persian Dream, that's KvK 2. This is going to give you Adorned City with special Lost Kingdom decorations. This is I believe the 3% defense, all defense, and also a healing speed buff, maybe, if I recall correctly. Then you've got Divine Abode. I don't recall off the top of my head what this one is. I think this may be the healing speed one. I'm not 100%. And then you've got the Flight of the Heron, which is the Archer City skin. And that's the one that we've gotten for Light versus Darkness for pretty much the last year or so. But then we start to get to some of the legendary blueprints. Now, again, this is going to probably be for the higher spenders or just in general. I mean, it just takes a lot of coins or a lot of materials to max out these blueprints, but Ring of Doom, that's a really good one. This is the 10% normal attacks have a 10% chance to increase damage by 50%. This is basically a must-have for Attila. Greatest Glory, you got a normal attack damage of plus 5%. That's good for pretty much everything, but also really good for Attila. Horn of Fury, normal attacks have a 30% chance to gain an extra 50 rage, good for anybody. Concealed Dagger, each attack has a 50% chance to add a stack of debuff to the target troop, reducing their health by 1%. Each stack lasts 3 seconds and can stack up to 5 times. 50% chance, that pretty much means that you should be stacking 5% all the time, reducing their health. So negative 5% health stack is pretty darn good. Let's see, Mora's Web, 50% chance to add a stack debuff. This is the defense debuff, same idea, but 2% stacks last 5 seconds and can stack up to 0.02 times. I think that's a mistake. And then we got Skolas Lucky Coin. I don't think anybody's going to be using their Conquest coins on the Skolas coin, but Vengeance Blueprint, counterattack damage plus 8%, also really good. And of course, the Avatar Frame is also nice, but again, probably a waste of coins. So to me, obviously, if you don't have a skill damage city skin, this is a must-have. This is your first purchase. This is what you need to save up for. The skill damage city skin is a must-have for every player in this game. This one's not so much, but still pretty good. I use it on my 307 account because I don't have the city skill damage skin. I will be getting this on my main 307 account for sure whenever this comes to 307. And then these two are okay, but I don't think there's anything super special about them that really kind of screams, I gotta have it. So really then the next thing that you're going to want to focus on is the legendary materials here. And then next is going to be the legendary commander sculptures, in my opinion, unless you have the materials to max out some of these blueprints, in which case these may be your next play. So these are the shop rewards from the Heroic Anthem KvK. Really, really cool. So let's get into the rules and just kind of the setup and some new stuff, because there's definitely some new things going on here that you are going to want to be aware of. First off, look at this as a completely new map. So you're going to get to use your scouts again, because when you land in the new Heroic Anthem map, there's going to be fog. So you get to scout all over again. They heard your cries of it being completely boring during the light versus darkness, evidently, and decided to give you scouting to do. So you get to do some scouting because everything's covered in fog. Governors will send scouts to explore and clear the fog to truly understand the terrain. Next setup is bastions. While clearing fog, scouts may come upon bastions. A commander and their troops are stationed at each garrison. This season, there are a total of 14 commanders waiting for governors to discover them. Now, as we go into the new things, I believe there's going to be quests at these bastions from the commanders that are manning them. So be prepared for that. You've also got the favor system. Complete quests given by commanders, like we just saw, to increase their favor, along with crystal mine work speed, which is going to be a huge deal to get those rewards we just talked about. At high enough favor levels, your troops can use one of the commander's abilities as a support skill. So again, that's where that support synergy thing that we saw on the Heroic Anthem setup is coming into play. This is really neat too. I think a lot of these mechanisms are really meant to get you engaged throughout the KvK and not just necessarily sitting and waiting for a ruins fight, sitting and waiting for Kingsland to open, and then that's it, you know. Or for light versus darkness, then you've also got to sit and wait for destroying all the buildings. Support skills. Each troop can use an additional 2 support skills, whose levels will be based on your corresponding commander. If you do not yet have that commander, you cannot use that skill. Very interesting to know. This is going to be a completely different way to play the game, guys. So you will want to do this. As soon as I get this, I'll have it on the channel. Certainly whenever we have a Heroic Anthem KvK, we're going to go day by day on this thing. It may even be a Heroic Anthem series, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. It's going to be that much content, I think. Special content, speaking of content, in the Heroic Anthem story, governors will experience brand new content. We just said that. Crystal mines. You build this inside your city. Okay, so after the season has begun, governors can build a new structure in their cities called crystal mines. Now, I think this is going to be akin to like the way the Past Glory resource donation system works. So I'll walk you through this. Working the mines, you can work in the crystal mines to get crystals. Working the mines costs food, wood, stone, and gold. So it's either that, or maybe it's like how you train. So like say in this case, if it's using all 4 resources, when you train a siege unit, it uses all 4 resources and it's got a timer. And then when the timer's done, you can collect the troops. That may be the same way with the mines. You start the production of the mine using your resources, and then after a certain amount of time, you can collect those crystals. So that's the idea, I think. Now, it's not just a static piece of a building. It can be upgraded. So upgrading the crystal mine will increase the maximum amount of work which can be ordered. At the same time, completing quests given by commanders will increase the work speed. That's the Bastion system that we were just talking about on the previous tab. Crystals. These crystals, which can be mined here, are a precious resource. Governors can use them to open up a whole new frontier of research. Resource protection. During the season, crystals cannot be plundered by attackers or sent as aid. And then reset. Crystals will be removed once the season is over. You use the crystals as a special purchase system, okay? And also, again, with research, this may be your camp's research unit, or a unit of monetary use or something like that. Reset. Crystals will be removed once the season's over. Crystal mines, research center, and any of the effects of any research completed therein will be reset and removed as well. So this is only for during the Heroic Anthem KvK storyline. Now, coalition system. This is where it starts to get a little funky, okay? I'm having a little bit of a hard time wrapping my head around everything that is coming with this, because it's completely different from anything we've ever done. But I'm going to give it my best shot to give you my impression of what this is going to look like. So first off, again, we just saw it here, right? Heroic Anthem, 4 camps, but 5 kingdoms. So when we go into the coalition system, governors can join a coalition along with their alliance. This is not like Light versus Darkness, where you've got Light with 4 kingdoms and Dark with 4 kingdoms. Each kingdom is its own animal, okay? This system, I believe, is giving you the tools to officially ally up, but not only that, it's like your one kingdom. So as I go along, I'm going to be able to tell you what that looks like. So first off, governors can create a coalition along with their alliance. It doesn't say kingdom, it says alliance. That's interesting. Coalitions are created by alliance leaders. Alliances must be of the same camp to join the same coalition. Now, coalition features. Governors in the same coalition can join each other's rallies and garrisons, reinforce and repair each other's buildings, and grant alliance help. So again, what this is allowing you to do, and what really this is fixing, is the problem with KvK in general. This fixes the problem of all the rewards going to one alliance and not the kingdom. So this is basically going to allow your kingdom to operate and function as one alliance. That's pretty cool. Teleport. After the past glory event is over, coalition members can teleport to any member alliance's territory. That's awesome. Reward sharing. All coalition members will receive first occupation rewards for holy sites and passes. You get all of it. Boosts. All coalition members will receive all boost effects from holy sites and passes. Passes will be open to all member alliances. You don't have to divvy it up between 3, 4, 5, 7 alliances anymore. It's all one kingdom. You're all set if you do it the way that you probably should. Building occupation. All coalition members will share the occupation bonuses from the altars and the ruins. Now, these are likely talking about the point system that you get, the bonuses from them. If there is points anyway, maybe they've gotten the rid of the point system in favor of this crystal system instead. But if there are point system, I'm assuming that's also shared. But this is talking about the farming camp bonuses, the gathering speed bonuses, and then like the circles, for instance, you get the rally bonuses and the healing speed bonuses and things like that. All right, reward system. During the Heroic Anthem story, governors can exchange season coins and conquest coins for a variety of prizes. We already went over season coins and conquest coins. You can use those in the shop that we went over first. Saved coins. Unused season coins and conquest coins will automatically be saved for next season. So if for some reason you can't get what you really want, right? Or you get a couple things that you want, but there's still one thing that you really need, you can start saving during that current KvK, and then when the next KvK rolls around, you can have a head start on that nice shiny item that you would like to have. Camp system. This is where it gets into the nitty-gritty from a strategy standpoint. Again, we've got the 4 different elements here. We've got water, fire, earth, and air. I guess fire, earth, wind instead of air. So this is basically like the Avatar Heroic Anthem, KvK, I guess is what you want to call it. In the Heroic Anthem story, governors and their kingdoms will be grouped into different camps. So again, let's reread that. In the Heroic Anthem story, governors and their kingdoms will be grouped into different camps. Each camp must contain at least 1 kingdom. That means that I want to say it's going to be random. Like, I don't know if it's going to be on the governor level, even though it kind of says that right there. It may be on the alliance level, or maybe this is really creating your alliance. This is going to require some coordination, guys. There's no doubt about it. If you're not able to coordinate, you're going to have a huge problem with this KvK, because I have a feeling that they're basically disintegrating the kingdoms, and then you can create your own custom kingdom as a camp, a coalition, I should say. That's the only way I can think about this working. In order to guarantee balanced camps, the power of all kingdoms in each camp will be counted by the system, and these calculations will be used to arrange fair matchmaking. So again, it has to be done either by alliance or governor, because there's 5 kingdoms and only 4 camps. So each camp must contain at least 1 kingdom. Okay, so that means there's a possibility of having 2 kingdoms in 1 camp. That's a thing. Governors and their kingdoms will be grouped into different camps. Maybe it's by governor, guys. That's pretty interesting. So fire camp, warriors honoring their sacrifice. I won't read all the lore or whatever you want to call it. But again, basically you've got 4 different camps here, and they've got their own storyline and just lore behind what they're supposed to be about. But ideally, I think what's happening here is water is going to have a bonus against fire. Fire is going to have a bonus against earth. Earth is going to have a bonus against wind, and wind is going to have a bonus against water or something like that. That's going to be how this works. And then again, the coalitions should align with those camps. Governors can join a coalition along with their alliance. Coalitions are created by alliance leaders. Alliances must be of the same camp to join the same coalition. So maybe there's even more. There's going to be more. There's definitely going to be more coalitions than camps. Governors can join a coalition along with their alliance. Coalitions are created by alliance leaders. So say just average, right? You got 5 kingdoms. Average kingdoms use anywhere between 3 and 5. So let's just say 4. That means that there's 20 alliances that are going to have the ability to coalesce together. So I don't know if there's going to be a limit here. I know it said that you're going to have to, but that's for the camps as far as the matchmaking. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting to see how this works out, guys. I'm not sure if this is going to be something that's going to be easily just OP or what, because everything is based on the coalitions and the camps. So from a reward system standpoint, right, you've got, where's that? The special content, maybe. No, the reward system. Sorry. No, it's not it either. What did I do? Coalition? Yeah, coalition system. So the coalition is where all the rewards come from. So you've got all the bonuses from the sites. You got all the bonuses from everything. You want to make sure that you, as a coalition, have access to or the ability to take the structures that you need to continue to push inside of the Heroic Anthem system. And again, you can see the map here. It looks like it's going to be where, I don't know if these passes are going to be unlockable right away, where you can fight each other right here and right here and right here. But obviously you're trying to get to the middle here. These are likely going to be ruins and altar style areas right here. And maybe the ruins will be here on these dead areas outside of the home kingdoms or home camps. And you've got to go here to get the ruins, and then maybe these are the altars, and then this in the middle is obviously where the ziggurat or whatever the ziggurat is supposed to look like on the Heroic Anthem system will be at. So this is going to be very interesting, guys. This looks like a very fun system to get into, and honestly, This is going to require the most strategy I think any KvK will have had before. The original 2 KvKs have been considered the best ones because the players can make the KvK, right? It's not cut and dry like Light versus Darkness where it's 4v4, 2 A kingdoms, 2 B kingdoms, or 2 C, 2 D, or whatever it is, right? You have the ability to really craft your KvK and make it as difficult or as easy as you want to on that first 2 KvKs, and this one's looking very similar, but you need to have relationships. This is like starting to get like real life, guys. You need to be networking. You need to have relationships in this game so that you know some of these people when you're going into this KvK, and that can help if you have a good solid network of fighters and people who know that you don't give up and you don't back down and you fight to the last troop, that's going to be helpful for you so that you can get your coalition together and then help your camp win this new Heroic Anthem KvK. So this is going to be interesting, guys. I hope you guys have kind of followed along with me. A little bit of the camp and coalition system is still fuzzy, so we're going to be learning that as we go, as the new system pops out and as things go along. But that being said, I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. This is a new thing. You guys know I love strategy and developing a system for working new systems like this in the game. So I'm excited to see this go. I want to make sure that I've got a nice sized account ready to rock and roll for this system to show you guys coming up, obviously, very, very shortly. You got 3 days left until at least Kingdom 1 and 2 are ready to rock and roll. So hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it's been helpful for you. Tons of juicy rewards coming on this stuff, along with just easier access to rewards. I think everybody should be really happy about that. I will see you guys next time. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.